Hey, Consistency Pill Book Club, what's going on? It's Simon Chan with your latest goodie drop here. And today I'm actually going to do a reading for you, give you a sneak peek of chapter 10. And I can't believe I'm reading this because I just did over 10 hours of recording yesterday for the audiobook version coming out. And hey, hint, hint, on June 6th, there's going to be a special big bonus. It's going to be a party, virtual party in 2 different time zones, 2 times a day. There's going to be prizes given out and a book signing. Also, hey, it's a little big crazy bonus. Okay, actually, there's going to be multiple bonuses, so you want to stay tuned for that. But one of the things, I just want to go right to reading this because my voice is a little sore. I want to read about chapter 10, which is about the consistency system, the 7-step system to help you increase sales and transform your business. So I'm going to read a little bit and share you what these 7 are. So hey, even before the book comes out, if you're lacking these 7 parts, you can get a head start. So let me read it. Chapter 10, the consistency system. When I first began my business, I had my big goals written down because I heard leaders teach that having goals was important. I did everything they told me, including setting SMART goals, which stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. And yet I struggled with consistency and never reached my goals. I also heard that having a big why was important and that if your why was big enough, you make it happen. That didn't work for me either. The problem isn't that setting goals doesn't work. Setting goals works, but it only works if you have a consistency system in place to make sure you take action. For every new goal you set, you need the consistency system behind the goal to support it. Otherwise, you're never going to have the time to take the action to achieve that goal. Now, I don't want you to get discouraged or think something is wrong if you get distracted and struggle to stay focused. There's nothing wrong with you. You're human. It's harder than ever to stay disciplined because we live in the distraction economy. So I'm going to skip ahead now to give you the 7 components, okay? And then you can write these down and then start implementing them. Again, I go deep into each one of these components in the book when it comes out on June 6th. But here they are. There are 7 components to the consistency system. By the way, I couldn't say this. This is a tongue twister. Consistency system. You know, after 10 hours of recording, my tongue is tied. There are 7 components to the consistency system, and you need to have every one of these in place if you want to achieve a goal. So component 1 is the checklist. You must know exactly what you need to do in order to accomplish your goal. Component 2 is create and schedule the time. How will you have the time to work on the checklist? When will you take action each day? Ideally, you should schedule the same time each day. Component 3 is determine the strategy. How will you work on each step of the checklist? Component 4 is choose your environment. Where will you take action? Where are you going to go? Component 5, tracking. How will you measure your progress and know if you're on track? Okay, tracking is really, really, really important. Devote over 1 chapter about this. Component 6, your consistency toolbox. What tools will you be using to help you be more efficient with your action steps? And then the last component is accountability. Who is gonna make sure you stay focused and consistent? And that's a big, big part of it. I talked about in the last goodie, my friend Dave that helped me stay accountable. I also had a book writing and a book launch coach that helped me throughout the process. Otherwise, the book would have never been done. Okay. Anyway, that is it for today's goodie. I want you to start thinking about these 7 components. I share a little bit. The book comes out on June 6th. By the way, if you have friends that you think is going to be helpful, please tag them on here and share this. Share them. Send them to consistencypill.com. They can be part of the book club. But I want to go through these 7 components again. Number 1 is the checklist. Number 2 is create and schedule the time to do whatever you need to do. Block it in your calendar. Number 3 is determine the strategy. How do you plan to do it? What methods? Component 4 is choosing your environment. Where sometimes you get distracted. Maybe you have to go somewhere. Like I go in my car, I go somewhere else. I listen to a certain type of music when I wrote this book. Component 5 is tracking your progress. Component 6 is your consistency toolbox. What are the tools, things you need to help you make it happen and stay consistent? And component 7, accountability. Who's going to hold you accountable to make sure you stay on track? So that's the 7 components. You got a sneak peek. Yeah, I'll go more in depth on the book. In each, I actually devoted at least a chapter each one of these components and go really into detail. So anyway, that's it for today's goodie. Hey, if you like this, let me know. Drop in a comment below. And hey, we only got 26 more days in the launch. I'm excited. Save the day, June 6th, and it's going to be special, exciting announcements coming soon too about party giveaways and big bonuses. I'm so excited. I want to share now, but I'm not allowed. My book coach doesn't want me to do that. My book launch coach, so I want to just wait another week or so. I'll share with you. Anyway, appreciate you all for watching. Appreciate you for being part of the book club, and see you on social media. God bless.